Welcome to What the Bible Taught Me. I'm so glad to be here. Today we're going deep into a story you might think you know, but maybe you've never heard it like this before. Let's talk about Eve. Not just the woman who ate the fruit, but the woman whose story shows us what's happening or what happens when we doubt ourselves, when we doubt our source and our worth. Because Eve didn't fall because of the fruit. She fell because of a voice. Eve was created in perfection. Genesis 2:25 says, the man and his wife were both naked and they felt no shame. They lived in total peace with God, with each other and with themselves. But then in Genesis 3, the serpent shows up. Not with violence, but with a question. Did God really say? If you look in Genesis 3:1. That's where it started. The enemy didn't force Eve to sin. He simply planted doubt. Genesis 3:6 says, when the woman saw that the fruit of tree was good for food, pleasing to the eyes and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she reached out for it. Not because she was starving, but because she believed she needed some more or needed more. More than what God had already given. And honestly, I've been there too. I've questioned what I already had. I've reached out for things I didn't need out of fear, out of pressure, out of comparisons, and maybe you have too. But here's the part we don't talk about enough. Even after the fall, even after the shame, the hiding, the blame, God still came looking for them. But the Lord God called to them in Genesis 3 verse 9. It says, where are you? Grace showed up first. God still covered them if you look in Genesis 3:21. He still named Eve. He still gave her a legacy in Genesis 3:20. She became the mother of all living. Here's what Eve taught me. Doubt opens the door to disobedience. Comparison kills contentment, and God's grace covers even your worst mistakes. Maybe you've made a choice you regret. Maybe you're hiding right now, but God is still calling, where are you? Not to punish you, but to cover you, to restore you. So if you're wrestling with a decision, a mistake, or feeling that you're not enough, remember Eve's story. That you're not your worst moment. You're still seen. You're still called. You're still covered. Please leave a comment below if this spoke to you. And don't forget to subscribe, because this is just the beginning of what the Bible is teaching. And maybe it will teach you too.